In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the iOS 17 1-month thoughts as I've been using it across the country as my daily driver. So I've been traveling in Europe, as some of you may know, but here we're going to take a look at what one of the functionalities they stated. iOS can be downloaded on the software updates, and you can test out this yourself if you want to use on a other driver or not. But here I'm texting myself, and one thing I'll say is that from using it as a daily driver for over a month now, the texting autocomplete is kind of confusing to me because sometimes it appears versus, as you can see here, the autocorrect pressing spacebar to fill out the text versus if you're typing, sometimes it appears above like as a mispronunciation and or misspelling. So there's a difference between the autofill functionality and the autocomplete that's kind of confusing to me, and I'm not sure how to kind of trigger it. Next thing I want to talk about is the contact cards. So here you have the profile. Once you go to your own name, it's slightly confusing how to get there because it's not very clear, like if you're not used to what you're trying to edit. You have to go into the edit page and then choose which one you want to see here. And I'm not sure if this is the iOS preview bug, but as you can see here, there's not really any options that showcase what it is I'm exactly choosing and the difference between the two. But I selected the one that had my photo, and then from here you can go into any customization you want with the text, stuff of that nature, the picture, bokeh, as you're seeing, just stuff I'm showcasing here on the screen. So I don't actually have really used this because I haven't met many people doing the iOS 17 preview, but if you did want to set it up and choose some funny photos of yourself, it could be a cool feature to have later once it gets set up. And yeah, just looking for some photos of myself and my wife and changing my name around. So a cool thing you could set for yourself and others as well. Or later, if they get the iOS 17 when it releases, they'll share this with you as well. Similar to, I believe, how when you do a contact share on people with iMessage, you could send your contact information and contact photo. This will probably be the same setup as well once you set it up for yourself and for other people. The next feature I wanted to cover is using, fancy stuff for Teams, or basically the video reactions. So this was actually a funny thing because you could use it in Teams or whatnot. As you can see there, as I went to the control panel, you get selected for any video you do. However, I literally could not figure out how to get it working. I tried different settings, but couldn't get it functioning there. But you have still other features like studio light, some of the other portrait enhancements that if you happen to use your phone and you don't have a MacBook and you're joining Teams meetings with the camera, this could be an option for people maybe like myself with gaming laptops with bad webcams. Could be something to check out. So let's talk about text can't even speak. Let's talk about text dictation. So here I'm just literally texting myself. I thought it was something along the lines of recording audio and then it goes text to speech, but as you can see here, they actually changed the interface on how, at least for me, I'm used to sending voice messages directly from the send button, but they changed it to now be a microphone for text dictation. And then when you're actually sending a message, you have to go into the plus sign. But here you can see that the voice message kind of does a text check before you send it to people. So it's a cool feature. Wish it was in WhatsApp. So let's talk about standby mode. Maybe you charge your phone and you have a pop emoji thing that you could have it like myself, and you may want to see this. It could be useful, for people who always have their laptop plugged in, their phone plugged in. One thing I'll say here from the calendar thing, like you can see here, that functionality is not that great. I would prefer that if I'm using standby mode, have calendar. If I click an event or click a date or something, it kind of still stays in standby mode. It doesn't open the actual calendar app and then bugs out. So maybe something they'll fix in later patches, but maybe if you want to use it as just like a portrait mode or something like that, definitely something to have on if you go into the office, or some people like rotating photos. It could be something to do if you're charging your phone and just like having something up on the side. So that's my top features to check out for on iOS 17 preview. Let me know if you have any questions. See you guys in the next video. Peace.